All right, what's going on, guys? It's Luke here. We had two trades today. We had a partial win on NQ, and then we had uh, a real win on ES, like a bigger win on ES that ended up hitting full take profit. I'm gonna go over the NQ trade in the Discord tonight. So if you guys want to join, link will be in the pinned comment. And if you guys need a discount link and a sign up link to Alpha Futures, link will be in the pinned comment as well. And executions for this trade right here, I have to post the executions for the other trade, but I'll do that all later. But this was the in and out trade on ES. I'm gonna run through this pretty quick because there's not too much to go over today. So coming into market open, we obviously just had a huge displacement to the upside. We just continued to push up. And from here, I obviously want to see a rotation back down because we had been building up a ton of low resistance sell side liquidity. We had Asia lows, forward gap, like all this stuff down here. So I eventually wanted to see a rotation, which I think will happen later. But we just kept continuing up, and I figured that we were just going to continue with the trend, and we could just trade with the trend at this point. So what I seen was we had previous week's high resting right here on ES. So I figured that this could be a draw for us for price to come into. So coming in around 10:30, we had a nice break to the upside, and price pulled back into this 5-minute bullish fair value gap right here. And if you look on the 3-minute, we're also respecting out of a 3-minute, and we had this gap as well. We had overlapping 3-minute gaps, and we had this 5-minute gap, which is most important, right? So basically, within this gap, I also seen that NQ still had room to move higher. And then I went to the 2-minute gap, or the 2-minute time frame, and I seen price rejecting and respecting out of this 2-minute bullish fair value gap right here. So I immediately entered off of the rejection out of this gap as this candle right here at 10:35 was printing. So basically, again, pretty simple continuation model. We're respecting bullish order flow. We have a clear draw right here at previous week's high. Obviously, we are super overextended, so I would prefer not to take longs, but if I see bullish order flow getting respected, we have a clear draw, I'm just going to take it. So I figured NQ could continue to run up. I've seen we had a clear draw. We're respecting off a 5-minute bullish gap. We're also respecting off of this 2-minute. I take the entry right here as this candle is starting to print. If we look at the 1-minute, everything looks pretty clean. I enter right here. One take profit in and out at the previous week's high. Stops were really small below here. I actually had them dragged initially right below this wick, but yeah, really small stop loss. Entered in on the push and one take profit at the previous week's high. So yeah, pretty good trade. I'm super happy with this one. Again, pretty confident in this draw getting taken out. I didn't think we were going to push below. I initially, like I said, I was going to initially run stops below this 3-minute candle. I think it was right here, something like that. I was going to run it and give it a bit more room, but I ended up moving it up as the trade, as we entered the trade. So if you want to leave it like that, regardless, it was still, anywhere between like a 2 to 4 hour trade, so whatever it was. But that's gonna wrap it up from you guys. Super quick trade recap today. In and out again on this trade, and then the trade on NQ we're going to go over in the Discord later. And since then, we continued to push up, and now it looks like we might be getting a move down. We have been building up sell side, so we'll see what happens. But again, super simple continuation model. 5-minute bullish fair value gap getting respected. We tap into a 2-minute and a 1-minute, and we just take it to the next draw on liquidity. I just figured it was pretty obvious at this point that we were going to take that draw. So that's going to wrap it up from you guys. Again, link to the Discord in the pinned comment, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.